Horses are incredible animals, and not just for the reasons you're probably thinking about. So, in the next 8 minutes, we're going to talk about horses, their history, how they live, what makes them unique, and how they behave. And at the end, I'll let you in on a few secrets about horses that make them the most fascinating and incredible animals on the planet, in my humble opinion, and I'm probably a little bit biased. So let's get started. Part 1. So, what is a horse? Horses are large four-legged mammals known scientifically as Equus ferus caballus. Okay, that's about as technical as I'm going to get on you, so don't leave just yet. Anyway, horses have been around for millions of years, and they were first domesticated by humans about 5,500 years ago. So why were they domesticated? Well, domestication is when you take an animal from the wild and purpose breed it over time for your own use. So horses were purpose-bred originally for transportation. They literally opened up trade routes and migration possibilities across vast regions. They were also domesticated for labour. Think about the plough horse or the poor old donkey with a load on its back. Horses were also used extensively in wars and battles. The game of battle completely changed once humans learnt to ride horses, mostly because horse riders could move quickly and attack and retreat, giving troops a major advantage over those on foot. Armies with chariots and cavalry transformed military strategies across ancient civilizations too, making the horse an almost indispensable tool, until very recently, of course. So what else do we need to know about horses? Well, an important point is that horses are actually herbivores. Mostly they eat plants, grass and hay. However, they also eat jam sandwiches, mandarins, strawberries, bananas, oranges and even licorice. Yup. My horse loves licorice. And of course they love carrots and apples as a staple. And fun fact, horses can't vomit. Their digestive system only goes one way, which is why their diet and health is such a big deal to horse owners. A horse with a sore stomach is bad news. Despite their size, most horses weigh between 900 to 2,000 pounds, or 400 to 900 kilos, and they're incredibly agile. That's because in the wild, horses are prey animals, meaning they had to be fast and alert to survive predators. So let's talk about prey animals. Prey animals are designed by nature to survive being hunted, and horses are the perfect example of a prey animal. Their eyes, for example, are placed on the side of their head, which gives them nearly 360-degree vision, a perfect thing to have if you're a prey animal. They also have ears that rotate almost 180 degrees, meaning their hearing is on point. They can literally hear a pin drop or a plastic bag rustling in the wind from far, far away. Their talent to run fast and the capacity of their heart means they have an incredible ability to run long distances and for long periods of time. And did you know that horses can reach speeds of 30 to 55 kilometers per hour, 20 to 35 miles per hour at a full gallop? That's as fast as a motor car going down your local street. Pretty impressive. So let's talk about behaviour, seeing this is something quite unique to horses. Horses don't just communicate with neighs and whinnies, although this is something pretty nice to hear when you go to the yard and you're greeted with this lovely sound. A huge part of their communication is actually through body language. Here are some examples. When they pin their ears right back, this means they're annoyed or angry. If their ears are relaxed though, this means they're calm and happy. If their tail is swishing, this means they can be irritated, uncomfortable, or in pain if they're being ridden, or they could just be trying to swat flies away. And pawing the ground, this might mean they're being impatient, they're seriously bored, or they're anxious or worried about something. Often a horse will paw the ground when dinner is coming too. This is their way of telling you to hurry up, I'm hungry. These body language signs are just the basics. If you're really interested in body language, I've done a more in-depth video called Horse Body Language Decoded. It dives deeper into the more subtle signs a horse is giving you to show it's unhappy or in need of something. I'll put the link in the show notes. Horses are also incredibly social animals. In the wild, they live in groups called herds, usually led by an older dominant mare. Herds provide protection and a strong social structure. They even have a unique way of telling their babies off. And even domesticated horses thrive when they have companions, whether it's other horses, donkeys, or even goats or sheep. And get this, horses can recognize human facial expressions and even remember people they've met. They're super emotionally intelligent, and they tend to know when you're scared, happy, or angry. and they feed off your emotions too. This is why humans have bonded so deeply with horses over many centuries. Horses just seem to get us on a much deeper level than we could ever imagine. So let's talk about some cool secrets that you may not know about horses. First of all, horses sleep standing up. Well, kind of. They doze while standing thanks to a special locking mechanism in their legs. But for deep REM sleep, they do lie down, and they need a very safe and comfortable place to do that. They have incredible memories. Horses can remember places, people, emotional experiences, and they even remember how to get home. A horse's hoof is like a giant fingernail. It keeps growing and needs regular trimming or shoeing. Healthy hooves are essential for a horse's well-being, and there's a famous saying, no hoof, no horse, and it's absolutely true. Horses can also feel your energy. They're extremely sensitive to tone of voice, body language, and even your mood. That's why people use horses in therapy. They reflect emotions and help build confidence and trust. And lastly, and perhaps the most incredible thing about horses, is that horses interfere with our heart rhythms. Yes, you heard correctly. Recent studies have concluded that horses' hearts actually have an ability to interfere with our own heart rhythms. In the wild, when they stand in a herd, horses have been shown to sync their heart rhythms, and they do the same as humans when we're in the same vicinity as them over a period of time. So now you know, if you've ever been around a horse for a long period of time and feel particularly relaxed or at ease, this is why. Probably your heart has slowed and your breathing will be tempered and you'll feel more relaxed than usual. This is why horses are often used in therapy settings and for people with PTSD or anxiety. So there you have it, a beginner's guide to horses. From their history and behaviour to a few fascinating secrets that even horse riders may not know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you found it interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe and share so that more people can learn about these incredible animals. And hey, if you've ever had a really special moment with a horse, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Till next time, catch you guys.